Hello and welcome to my rookie review series where I showcase some of what I've learnt from each rookie over each round and whether or not they're a relevant selection for your side. Now this week there were quite a few rookies to come out, not many options, but there are a few that I don't mind in saying that. Like this man right here, we'll get stuck straight into it. Martin Frederick, 123k. He's played the 2 games now, put together a score of 74, so he's proved that he's a consistent scorer from what we have and the sample size that we've got on him. Now, job security on that has to be pretty good. I do worry about where he's in the side when Jones returns to the team. That always is a bit of a question mark, but for this point in time, I really like his role. I think he plays halfback, a real attacking sort of CJ style halfback, which we do like it. It's a good ceiling for him to have, and yeah, so job security, it's kind of, I put good, but it's probably good to moderate. I'm not 100% sure on it. I don't know what Port Adelaide are like. I do worry about the fact that they played such an ordinary brand of footy last Saturday night. Where does that leave him in the squad? I hope that he was a standout type player and hopefully he's hard to drop. So yeah, I'll just put job security for good. But yeah, we'll wait and see how we go. I'm trading him in this week. So yeah, it suits my structure. And durability, well, for all these rookies, I put good for, every single one of them. I had a look and couldn't really find a whole lot. If there has been any injuries for one of these rookies that you know of, drop down the comments. Maybe I missed something. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, just to cap it off, all the rookies on screen have good durability thus far. And yeah, back to Frederick. You probably play him on field, maybe a D6 sort of player. Really good replacement for Heath Chapman. He's got to go. He's on the chopping block. Not only is he going to lose money, he's actually done his shoulder, so he's going to be out for an extended period of time. As a result, you got to trade him. So yeah, good cover for Martin Frederick if you're not trading in Stephen May. So yeah, don't mind him as a pick. Next bloke here, and a better sample size from a player who played last week as well in Nathan Murphy, another defender who's also 123k. We've got a lot of 123k rookies coming out this week, which is not too bad. So with a score of 55, it is rather concerning. It's one of those rookies where it's like, okay, he's not too bad, but you're probably asking a little bit more. I would pick Frederick over him every day of the week. Look, job security is pretty moderate. I might be thinking of a different bloke, but if it is the same guy, I'm pretty sure he took a massive screamer against Gold Coast. I don't know if it was him or not. I'm pretty sure it was, and he would have got a lot of points from that. So keep that in mind. That 55 is definitely scaled up a little bit. So yeah, probably not going to do it for me. And yeah, if you trade him in, you could probably loophole him on the bench, but yeah, probably a bench option. Seems to have okay job security, so yeah, Colin would look pretty ordinary, so yeah. Don't mind him, but yeah, I'd go Frederick every day of the week over him. And a bit of a new bloke coming out in James Madden, a defender forward. Kind of weird, this one. I'm pretty sure he comes from Europe or something like that. Could be wrong there. 123k, 47, plays for the Lions. Yeah, poor job security. Just, don't go anywhere near him. Maybe watch him over the next week or so, but yeah, I'd probably just avoid him. And Nick Murray, and he was another defender from last week, super cheap, scored 59 at 102k, which is actually really good. He's in the conversation. I mean, when you're that cheap and you score just under 60, it's not too bad. I traded in R2 Boston-Velaki last week, and he scored me a 59 for an extra 70-odd K. So when you think about it, Nick Murray, maybe not such a bad option after all. Does play for the Crows, so yeah, job security is going to be pretty moderate. I wouldn't say it's poor. They seem to be doing surprisingly well this year, so yeah, I don't really know his role that much. Haven't seen many Adelaide games at the moment, but from what I've heard and what I've seen over the articles and the journos that have discussed him, I don't think he's too bad of an option. But yeah, it's like one of those things, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good any of these options are. For some reason, I just like Martin Frederick. He's got the runs on the board. He's put together 270-plus scores, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, I'd much rather him. In the back line, now going to the midfield. Now, for some reason or another, there never really seems to be that many mids coming out each week. I always get about one or two, unfortunately. So, which is a bit of a shame if you ask me, because that's where the points are. So we got Riley Collier Dawkins, as I nearly butchered that. So 123k. He's been around for quite some time. Now he was taken, I'm not sure if it was the first or second round. I'm pretty sure it was the first round of the 2018 Super Draft. At some point, maybe he went second round. I'm not sure. I can't remember going back. So he's been around for quite a while. Now scored 76, really nice. Only the one game. So look, you can probably watch him for now. I know blokes who need to trade basically ASAP. Wouldn't mind selecting him. So yeah, if you do select him, you have him on field. I'm pretty sure he's going to be a good option. I hope he doesn't get the chop. I do have a theory on Collier Dawkins that he's been around for Richmond for so long now. Look, he hasn't really been getting his opportunity, has he? So it's almost like those GWS rookies who, I mean, why would you want to play for GWS? You want to go play in Melbourne with one of the big teams. And I think, yeah, with Collier Dawkins, doesn't seem to be getting his opportunity. It's only a matter of time before he does request a trade to another club and get his deserved time on ground and the games that he hasn't been getting at Richmond. So, getting a little bit off track there. But what I'm trying to say is I think Richmond will start playing him more so they keep him engaged with the club. You don't want him to get cold feet on them, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, I think Collier Dawkins has okay job security. It's probably moderate because he's playing for Richmond, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him play at least 5 or 6 games during the year. That would be very ideal for us, hopefully consecutively. We'll eye him off next week and see where we're at. Hopefully he gets a bit of a hit out this week against the Cats. And the second and last midfielder on the list is Ryan Burns. I don't know a whole lot about him. I know he played for Sandringham as a midfielder. I'm pretty sure he was inside. So yeah, he's got the capability to score 123k, 52. I'm not 100% sure on this selection, to be quite honest. So look, I just put job security as moderate because I don't know if he has a role or not. I haven't actually watched much of the Saints this year. I barely watched any of St Kilda Hawthorn, so it's hard to sort of tell my point of view on it. But yeah, I would simply avoid him because if you're going to trade him in this week, you may as well just trade Collier Dawkins in, who's scored a much healthier 20-plus point score over him. So that's sort of where I'm at with that one. I do have a little bit of a better read on the next bloke on the list, and that's Nick Bryan, the ruckman for my boys, the Bombers. I watched him on Sunday, and gee, he looked magnificent for me and thought he was well underscored. So yeah, 123k, it's pretty ideal. And what you can do, I feel like he's going to play regular games until Draper returns, and I really hope he does because, yeah, I liked him, did a couple of good things. I didn't think he was a good ruckman, but he had a lot of follow-up efforts. I know that's not really Supercoach relevant, but he pushed up the ground and his work rate's really good. And I think that would impress Rutten as a coach, and they do like that about young players who have such high work rate. We always talk about that with Sam Welsh. He's got great work rate. I think Bryan has good work rate as well. And yeah, it's not going to score you any points, but it's going to keep the coach happy and it's probably going to keep him in the squad, hopefully until Draper returns. So what you can do is if you're interested in giving Flynn the chop early, you can have him at R3 for a bit of extra cash gen, and he will work out over the buys. I know Essendon have the buy in round 13, and I know GWS have it in round 12, so it doesn't really matter with Gawn and Grundy in that situation. Getting a bit off topic again. But look, yeah, I don't mind Bryan as a pick. It's not like he's got that round 14 buy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, job security is moderate. I guess it's a sort of wait and see with him. Hopefully he goes okay this week. If he does, we'll probably consider him. But it's at the same time, it's one of those things where he could just get the arse tomorrow and not get named for another year or so, which would be a bit of a shame. But yeah, don't mind him as a pick. Obviously bench cover, as I just discussed. Now, onto the forward line, we've got Caleb Poulter, another highly anticipated rookie that we've known from the off-season. Many blokes would have had him on the bench at 117k, just as coverage. There was a rumour that he was going to play a little bit earlier. Finally made his debut. What I do like about him, he's got a cracking mullet and not a bad-looking man. He had a shot against Nathan Buckley or something with a basketball to make his debut. Not really sure how that worked out, but scored 52. Doesn't look too bad. I don't mind him as a player. Look, Collingwood are having a disastrous year, and I think they just have to continue to play youth. So, yeah, I feel like his job security is at least half moderate. I feel like he's going to keep getting his opportunities, which is always good. And look, at this point in time, we haven't got much of a read on his scoring ability. We've only seen it for the one game, so it's one of those ones where you probably want to watch him. But if you do decide to trade him in, because I know there's some carnage with Goulden, he's got to get the chop, and Powell doesn't look like he's going to be playing this week only, I'm pretty sure, because of the concussion. So if you need someone to fill in the gap, probably Poulter would be a good guy to have on your bench if you can somehow loophole Powell with another rookie like a Scott and get the best possible outcome out of those points. So, yeah, you can trade in Poulter, but, yeah, you can wait and see on that one. It's the same situation with Dawkins as well. Probably should have mentioned that a little bit earlier on because they got the mid-forward status. And the next guy here is Emerson Jacob. I reckon I've completely butchered that. We'll just call him EJ for now. So I'm pretty sure he's a mature age forward rookie for Hawthorn. Set the world on fire in the VFL playing for Box Hill. I'm pretty sure he kicked 5 goals a couple of weeks ago or so. And Clarko's gone, yeah, how good is this kid? Going to make his debut. We'll chuck him in, 123k, and put together a score of 26. It was a disastrous day for the Hawks, and they got smashed by the Saints. So it's hard to see him getting that sort of opportunity. So, yeah, job security's poor because, yeah, they're going to make dramatic changes this week, the Hawks. And, yeah, he's probably on the chopping block already. Maybe he's not quite an AFL-ready player yet. Wait and see on him. See if he gets a name this week. I doubt it, but, yeah, play to watch if he does get named. Hopefully he can put together a game of a couple of goals or so. That'd be really nice. But, yeah, I would avoid him. Don't go near him until we know he's going to play this week and score respectably well. Now, the last guy on this list is perhaps one of the more interesting ones. Now, Matthew Owies, 123k. He's been around for quite a while. He's a mature age rookie. He played his first game. It might have been his first game. I actually don't know. But, yeah, scored 67. I was getting stuck into the bloke at the footy. He got a very cheap 50-metre penalty, about 40 out. He walked into the goal square and kicked it. And as soon as he kicked it, he went straight to Mason Redmond and just gave it to him. That's where that brawl sort of unfolded. And I was just going, oh, far out. Like, he's playing a good game, but look, mate, he's getting a bit cocky as a young fella. But look, he scored 67 out of 3 goals, which is pretty serviceable. It's pretty good. But he does play for Carlton, who are kind of on par sort of a team. Look, they could finish anywhere from... They could make the 8 if they lift their game, or they'll finish 12 or 13th. So they're kind of in that par category where they're not going to win a whole lot of games, which means he's not going to get a whole lot of scoring opportunities. If he was playing for Richmond and he had good job security and they're feeding goals to him all the time, he'd be a different sort of a story. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure on him. But because he kicked 3 goals in your debut, you got to have good job security. I know they've got a few players out like Nunes, and I don't know if Petreski-Seaton played or not. I know they had a couple of outs anyway, so he come in for someone. I'm not sure who it is off the top of my head. So yeah, job security is probably good, but I think he really impressed in his first game. So you have to give him the benefit of doubt. But if you do select him, maybe have him on the bench because look, 3 goals, it's not going to happen every week for him. He has dead rookie potential written all over him, and I'm honestly going to come out and compare him to a Jimmy Rowe because he's got the ability to score really respectably off a couple of goals, but at the same time, he could come on, have no impact, doesn't play a Supercoach friendly role at all. So, yeah, just to cap it off, in defence, clearly Martin Frederick is the guy. I think every man his dog is going to be targeting him. I certainly am. So, yeah, I like Frederick the most. In the midfield, you can go early on Collier Dawkins because he plays for Richmond, dodgy job security. So, I'll probably wait a week on him and see where he's at. Ruck, obviously, Bryan looks like a star in the making. So, hopefully, he continues to get games. So, yeah, you can trade Flynn out for him. That'd be ideal. And the forward line, yeah, clearly Owies for me. But, not 100% sure. He's a player where you can also wait and see how he goes next week. I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, that's just about it from me. Quite a longer video. We're out to 14 minutes. So, yeah, if you made it this far, yeah, thanks for watching. It means a lot for me. And yeah, sorry for the late upload. But been absolutely flat out this week, and it took me about nearly a whole hour to do this chart, believe it or not, with the colour coding and all that. It just takes me forever. So yeah, hope you enjoy the series, guys. I'll leave it at there. Hope you go good this week. Take it easy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.